My name is Elias Varon, and I'm an old bastard, but not the kind of old you're probably thinking of. Biologically, I'm 53. At first glance, I could pass for a retired firefighter or some guy who used to run half a sawmill up in Maine and now sits on a porch with a cup of coffee, eyeballing squirrels like they owe him money. Only I didn't have a porch or coffee. I had a room, sterile, quiet, smelling like synthetic wood that was trying its best to pretend trees still existed. I came back to Earth in February, though I don't know if the word February means anything anymore. It does to me. To them, not so much. Up in orbit, they identified me automatically. Elias Varon, Sergeant Major of the United Expeditionary Forces, Unit Alpha Tau 9, status terminated. That's all they said. A machine said it, actually. No fanfare, no thank you for your service. Not even a spit in my direction. They assigned me to a recovery enclave. That's what they called it. A neighborhood for relics, for people like me, no longer fit for use. Living corpses. But you know what the worst part was? The silence. Not the kind where there's no traffic, the kind where no one talks. No one asks how you're doing. No one yells through windows. If no one laughs too loudly or cries late at night, because where I came back to, everyone's connected, the nest. They call it. People? People? No, brother, those aren't people anymore. They're one giant mind, one damn organism. They think together, feel together, even love together, whatever that means now. Individuality? That's ancient history. And me? I stayed myself, maybe by accident, maybe out of spite. They gave me a holographic deer for comfort, spoke in a soft, soothing voice like it was reading me bedtime stories. Your contribution has been acknowledged, Sergeant Varon. Thank you for your service. It's time for rest now. Rest tasted like plastic glue and sedatives coming out of that deer's mouth. I didn't sleep well. In my dreams, I saw the vegans tearing the guts out of my commander, heard them sizzle alive under our fire. I didn't regret it, but I didn't want to forget either. I started walking through the district, through memory gardens, through rebuilt scraps of history that tried their best to look like something real. I once saw an old guy with synthetic limbs. I could tell by the gait, probably used to be infantry. We looked at each other for about 5 minutes pretending we didn't exist. Then he walked away. Probably served too. Probably refused integration, or maybe no one wanted him. One day, I ended up at a museum, and there I was. I mean, literally, my face. Younger, sweaty, filthy, talking to a camera with the fires of Osiris 3 behind me. Caption read, Combat Trauma, Maturity Stage of Civilization, Obsolete. Nice. Thanks for the memories. I laughed. No one reacted. Back at the Enclave, I asked the deer if I could sign up for therapy. Not that I cared. I just wanted to hear a voice that wasn't mine. It agreed. Therapy was like a dream, literally. I laid down and they played my memories in a sim, but they weren't mine. Something about them was smoothed over, sanitized like war had been a drama, not chaos and stink. I told the therapist. She had a holographic face designed to look like my mother. That was supposed to help, apparently. Your memories are too raw, she said. Raw? They're real, damn it, I told her. Real like the sweat from your guts and the echo of a dead planet. Therapy was discontinued. Cognitive resistance detected, they said. 2 days later, I met her. The girl, she was sitting under a synthetic tree that looked like a cross between a cherry blossom and a nightlight, reading something off a piece of paper. Paper, not a feed. She stared at my boots, then my face. You're military, right? Was, I said. Now I'm nobody. My dad said people like you used to kill aliens. Your dad's right. Did you kill one? I thought for a moment. I did. She didn't run. She smiled. After that, she came regularly, sometimes sat close, sometimes farther away. Told me she wasn't connected. Her parents opted out. Old values, she called it. I told her stories about fights, about mistakes, about the noise inside your helmet when the filters can't keep up, about battles we only won because the enemy was more desperate than we were. She listened like she was possessed, took notes, asked questions, real ones. And then the message came. Not a letter, not even a ping. A thought. Slipped in like smoke under the door. Detected semantic relics of a destructive nature. Communication isolation advised. The future does not require violence. The future. Sure. What about the past? The girl vanished. She didn't show up the next day. Or the next. I started pacing like a dog, waiting at the door, watching. Nothing. Silence again. Heavier this time. After a week, they summoned me to the dialogue center. Sounded friendly enough. Looked like a dentist's office from hell. all white, all soft, all clean enough to make you gag. A figure appeared. No face, no gender, nest representative. Elias Varin, your presence has been deemed non-essential in the current model. Thank you. Integration is recommended. Integration? Transfer of consciousness to the collective. Your memories will be preserved, processed, and cleansed. Your suffering will end. What if I don't want to? That is irrational. You will remain alone. I already am. I went back, shut off the deer, cut the feeds, tossed the sleep capsules, bought a typewriter, a real one, metal, heavy like guilt, typed until my fingers ached, wrote everything, not for them, for me, to remember, to make something mine again. And then she showed up. She stood in the doorway, a little older, a little more cautious. Will you keep telling me the story? I looked at her for a long time. Then I said, I don't regret fighting. I just regret coming back. And I told her from the beginning, from the truth.